Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is going to be another sort of discussion video, as you guys liked the last one that I did on my channel, and today we're going to be discussing through the Rocket League rank system and why I feel there needs to be changes that need to be made in order to just make it more fair, more equal for everyone included. So we'll go ahead and get straight in. We're just going to be playing a few games in the background while talking through everything, so I hope you guys do enjoy. If you are new, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, join my Rocket League Discord server, and I also want to say two quick announcements. One, thanks to the new channel sponsors AOA, and we will run their ad in just a second. And two, I've also created a TikTok account, manzanosis_RLYT, if you guys would like to go and drop that some love, drop me a follow. But let's roll the ad and then let's get straight into today's video. If you're looking to buy cheap Rocket League items or credits, then head over to the new channel sponsor AOA.com. Here you will find cheap prices with reliable trades and security guaranteed. Also use code manzanosis for 6% off at checkout when paying with your chosen paying method. Alright, so here we go then into game number one. Now what we're going to do in game number one, as we're just talking over everything that we're doing, is we're going to start off in a ones game, and then after this we're going to play a twos game. And I'm just going to take the opportunity to talk through everything, how I feel about the rank system and why I think it needs improving. Starting off then with ones. Well, for me, I'm Diamond 3 in ones. Obviously, you guys, I'd love to know, drop your opinions in the comments down below, drop your thoughts. I'd love to hear every single one of your guys. Sorry if the frames keep dropping for a second. It's just because my Streamlabs is having a couple issues at the moment, so sorry about that. But as I'm saying, right, so starting off with ones. Now, why is ones ranks a problem? Well, first of all, very, very little percent of people have the same twos ranked as ones rank. Now, you could say, okay, that's because a lot of people don't play ones. Well, me personally, I actually do play quite a lot of ones, because if you're not, ones is a really important mode to help you guys rank up in general in other modes like twos, because there's no room for error in ones. Ones, you can't make any mistakes. It's simply you, and if you do make a mistake, well, that's it. You're going to concede. There's no one to stick behind you and back you up like there is in twos. Also in ones, I mean, I'm a GC in twos, or at least I have been GC in twos this season. However, in ones, I'm Diamond 3. So why is there such a big correlation? I mean, there is, what, Champ 1, Champ 2, Champ 3, all the way up to GC 1, which I have been at peak this season. So that's 4 ranks. Nice, we go 1-0 up. But that's 4 ranks difference between where I am in ones and where I am in twos. So why is this? Why is it so much harder to rank up in ones? Well, not only do I feel ones is the hardest game mode in Rocket League already, as it is, but for some reason, every single player that you run into in these ranks just seems to be GC skill level. I couldn't quite get out to that. But it seems to be GC skill level. I mean, you guys can see, I'm a C3, high C3, low GC1 player. And I'm running into this guy in ones, and this guy's definitely 100% the same. I mean, if any of you guys do want to RL track him, we're 2-1 down here. But I guarantee that this guy's around the same rank as I am in twos. And that just causes a problem, because you've got people that are like GC, high C3, just stuck down here in diamond in ones. And it means that the people that are lower down, it's like people that are diamond in twos, then can't get as high in ones. And it just becomes a continual process where everyone's lower in ones than they are in twos. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we need the rank system to be hard. We don't want the ranks to be easy to hit. That isn't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why is there such a disparity between everyone's ranks in twos and ones? And this can be shown if you guys go onto RL Tracker, or I can pop it up on screen. If you guys go to RL Tracker, there's so many more people in the high sort of champ ranks and the grand champion ranks, and even the high diamond ranks in twos than there is in ones, because no one's capable of getting up there in ones. And I know a lot of people just flat out don't play ones because it's not fun, but, well, it is good for improvement, but it's really, really difficult. I mean, I try as hard as I can in ones, and I physically just can't get to a higher rank than where I'm stuck at the moment. So, I mean, I think there needs to be changes, and the changes I would propose is just 3-1 down in this game. This guy's very, very good at ones. I can tell he plays a lot, and this is the problem. You guys can see we run into people like this every single game, so it's very, very hard to rank up. And I don't want the entirety of this talk and sort of discussion to be negative, because there are big positives about the Rocket League rank system. It's a very, very good system, especially compared to some other games. This ranking system, I mean, if I'm talking about like Fortnite's new ranking system, for example, it's nowhere near as good as the Rocket League one, which Psyonix have created. But there's just a big imbalance at the moment. I don't think it was as bad as this last season. Last season, I think the ranks were maybe a little bit easier to reach, and I personally think that's better. Like, as much as Psyonix feel, okay, we don't want the top ranks to be too high, but the ranks this season are just becoming very, very, like, too difficult to reach, and it's causing, you know, a lot of people to be demoralized, a lot of people being hard stuck for champ. I mean, albeit, yes, there can only be a certain number of SSLs and GCs, right? That's correct. Obviously, there can't be there's not like a fixed number, like, oh, okay, there can only be 20,000 GCs in the whole world, for example. That's not how it works. But what I'm saying is, can we get this editable? No, not quite. But what I'm saying is, obviously, not everyone that plays Rocket League should be GC. That's simple. That's common sense. But there's too little people up there at the moment. The people that are sort of champ 3, champ 2 just have no way of getting up there. It is physically like really, really difficult. I mean, I'm someone who, if we're talking, when's my tag? So season 9, so 2 seasons ago, I was 1600 MMR. Yes, I took 110 days off for my exams from YouTube and everything. That's true, I had to. However, I've come back to the game and I've been playing solidly for at least a month and a half, 2 months now. And bear in mind, over that 110 days, I still played Rocket League quite regularly. I didn't just completely drop the game. But it's really, really hard. I mean, I can't get anywhere near where I was. No, it's 3-0 now. I can't get anywhere near where I was originally when I was just playing, like, just generically. I can only get to 14-30, and we'll discuss that more as we get into the last twos game, second game of today's video. But it's also relevant in ones. Like, I was 1,040, 1,050 MMR, and if you guys don't believe me, you'll feel free to check my RL tracker. You know, my username is mansnosRLYT, but I really was that high. We're not going to get back to this, are we? Yeah. This is a tough game. I'll probably lose this one, but we can try our best. But this is mainly just a bit of a moan, the whole type of this video. And like I said, I don't want the whole thing to be negative. But I was 1,040, 1,050 MMR last season. And I'm talking last season as in, not even season 11, like earlier, season 10 earlier, even season 11. But for some reason, there just seems to be some big switch where no one can get back to where they previously was. That's going to bounce up for him. Yeah, nice. Yeah, demo. No one seems to be able to get back to where they previously was. I'm just going to go underneath him here, see if I can trick him. Yes, nice, and we get there. Low 50-50s work a lot of the time in ones. But you guys can see, I mean, this game's 4-0. It's a big struggle, and I'm only just, like, I'm fighting against this kid. And this is, I mean, if I'm champ 3, this is at least the entirety of champ below where I am in 2. So why is it so difficult? Do you know what I mean? Perfect placement. Nice, good shot. Why is it so hard to try and rank up and win games in 1s especially? And I'm going to be having the same rank with 2s. I think the hitching on my PC, like, where the frames are pausing is something to do with my, it appears to be something to do with my goal explosion, because every time I score a goal, it seems to do it. As outside of goals, I don't think it's doing it. But anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to say about 1. So let's just see if we can hold on for the remaining, what is it, 25 seconds? I'd imagine that'll be game now. Nice, that's in. Yeah, GG's. So that's all I have to say pretty much about the 1s ranking system. Let's go ahead and queue a game of 2s, and I'll spare my thoughts against that. But I want to remind you guys, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, join the Discord, follow the TikTok, all the links, and make sure you leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think of this. Tell me if you agree with my points. But let's get into some 2s. Alright, so here we go then. Let's run a game of 2s while we talk through everything I have to say about 2s. So I'm currently 1397 MMR, and I have been up to GC. I was about 1430 just a couple games ago. Not a couple games ago, a couple days ago. Those of you that watch my live stream when we hit GC, thank you everyone for the support. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting Grand Champion to be easy. It's the top 1.5% of all players, so I'm expecting it to be difficult. However, I was 1600 MMR, which is even further above GC, and I can't get anywhere back near where I was before this season. And I'm going to go into more detail about that. So, obviously, last season, or it was 2 seasons ago in Season 9, when I got my GC tag. And don't get me wrong, I have the Grand Champion title for this season, or I will get it. I have received GC rewards, so that's obviously a positive. We can 100% take that. However, I was only in GC for a short period of time, and I would like to permanently... Can we musty flick this? I can't quite get the power. I scored one of them earlier. I would like to 100% be GC for, like, mostly the entirety of the season. But I also feel like when Rocket League reset the ranks, so I'm talking at the start of every season, and we know we're coming towards the or the near end of Season 11. So I want to see what Rocket League can do in Season 12. I want to see if they can fix the problem which I feel they've got at the moment. No way. Oh, my God. No way that guy gets away with that. Oh, it is what it is, 1-0 down. It was unfortunate. But I hope they... That was such a lucky touch. I hope they can sort out, and he just puts that away from me. I hope they can sort out the problem when they obviously reset the ranks. So when everyone goes back into their placement games, I hope this season they don't reduce the MMR too much, because last season they took off so much MMR more than usual that it meant that no one been able to climb back to the ranks they were, because people were much, much lower. And you can tell that by the fact that there's minimal players, nice teammate, there's minimal players actually getting up to that SSL rank anymore. Obviously all the pros are there, and there are a few players, but there's only sort of 500 players in SSL at the moment. I know that will have gone up over time. However, like, there used to be thousands, so I'm not really sure what's going on this season. It just seems to be really, really difficult. Just a lot harder than I feel it should be. And I'm not saying it should be easy and people that are diamond skill level should be in GC, because they shouldn't. GC rewards are special. The GC title is a special thing, you know. If you hit GC, it's nice to have that title. It's a good reward. However, what I'm saying is that the ranks have been reduced so far that people can't get back this season to where they was in the previous season. And I know this from a lot of people. I mean, a lot of you guys that watch this are in my Discord server and tell me all your stories about how you guys are stuck, hard stuck sort of mid-champ 2, and that you guys were higher up before that, and it's just very, very difficult, people just being unable to make any progress. And as much as Rocket League's really popping off again at the moment, like all the content's doing really well, mainly because it's the summer holidays and kids are off and everything, but everyone's doing really, really well, all the content creators and stuff. Good, get there, nice. It just comes down to the fact that, like, how long, nice shot teammate, how long are people going to want to continue to grind to be able to get nowhere? Like, I know a lot of people that are grinding lots and lots of time and just staying stuck in champ, and you could say, yeah, well, it's not meant to be easy, but at what point does it become too hard? At what point does it become so much of a problem where Rocket League needs to just sort of either make the ranks that little bit easier or just make them more accessible to get to, I feel. That's personally how I feel, because I'm playing people now in GC that are the skill level of the same people, or not in GC, even in high champ 3, like these kids that were the same skill level as the 1600 MMR players that I played a couple seasons back. Yes, there's a little bit more inconsistency in this rank. However, like, for such a big MMR difference, I'm talking 200 MMR, the skill level is really the same as the players. I'm the sort of skill as I was when I was 1600 MMR. I'm that sort of skill, and I can't get back anywhere near 1600 MMR this season of Rocket League. So that just sort of tells me that wow, what a musty flick, that there has been a sort of shift in the amount of people that can get to them high ranked. But that's basically all I've really got to say for 2, so let's see how we can, you know, are you serious? It's typical, isn't it? Let's see if we can close out this game. Hopefully, I mean, we was 2-1 up, but there's just been a few sort of, I mean, what is this about? Teammate, unfortunately, can't do too much about that. It's just really, really annoying. But let's see how we can get on. Obviously, we want to win this so we can get back up towards GC. But as I said, I don't want this entire video to be really, really negative and a moan. And if that's how it's come across, that's how it's come across. It's just, this guy's insane with the ball on his car. This guy is insane. Nice shot, man. I've been clipped. The second someone turns up in the SB, you know they're going to be good. He's just techie with it. Yeah, fair play. But you guys can see, I mean, this is high champ 3 and we're playing people like this. High champ 3? I don't think so. I think they should be higher, personally. I think everyone in this lobby could cope at 1500 MMR last season quite comfortably. And that's my biggest issue. But yeah, as I said, we'll just have to see what Psionics do in Season 12 with it. That's how I feel. And that's how I think a lot of... I can't even talk now. What is going on? I've just stuck it in an iron goal. I've done exactly what teammates done. I can't even hypocrite him. Was he going to save it as well? I bet he was going to save it. Yep, easily. I don't... But yeah, I feel like this video has got a negative take, but honestly, just this is only negative surrounding this. It's just the ranking system with Psionics. Apart from that, thank you guys for all the support on the channel. We've managed to get sponsorship, which is obviously really, really cool. Really, really good for the support of the channel. We're going to be coming out with lots of new content soon. I've got some guest at ranks coming up. A lot of you guys have been sending in your clips. They're going to do guest at rank videos on your clips, so that's really, really cool. And lots more content like that to come. You know, we got lots of people in the Discord server now. We're approaching 100 members, so we're going to be doing lots of videos like that in the future. But this game is going to be over and done with, and that's about where I'm up to in terms of talking through everything. GG's to the other team. Again, you guys can see the skill of these players. It's crazy for High Champ 3, I feel, and that's why Rocket League's got a big ranking issue. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you've dropped a like, subscribed, joined the Discord server, shown AR some love, and checked out the TikTok. Thank you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out from me.